What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new YouTube video. My name is Kate Wamoko. I'm filming this on a Monday, so I hope you had a fantastic weekend and you're having a good Monday. So today, as you've just seen, I've just come from the supermarket, which I'm so surprised I did with so much discipline because I was going for one ingredient and I came out with one thing only, which is fantastic. So I had gone to get tofu because, just a minute, I had gone to get some tofu because I want to start a new series called Kate Tries. Or by the time I'm editing this and I have a more creative intro or a more creative name for this series, I will change it. But for now, it's Kate Tries. And the basic idea is to use an ingredient I've never used before and make a recipe with it and basically review it and see whether it's something I will actually incorporate into my diet, or if it's something I will be able to work with again. So that's the basic idea. So I have some tofu here in this bag, and that is what I'm going to cook. But essentially, I'm not going to use my own recipe because it's something I've not worked with before. So what I'm going to do is to look for the most popular recipe on the internet for tofu, which is I found a recipe on YouTube. It has so many reviews, like every comment says it's amazing. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to use that to make this tofu. It's going to be basically an orange tofu, like the way you'll make an orange chicken, an orange tofu, and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So now I'm just heading home, and then I'm going to plan out my ingredients, and then we're gonna make the orange tofu together. Yeah. So here's the tofu. I've put it on top of this kitchen towel, and then I'll cover it like this, and then I'll put this one on top of it like that so that it squeezes out the water. Yeah, and then I'll put a bunch of books on top like that. It's been about 2 hours since I came back with the tofu, and it's now dry. So what you do when you have tofu is, first of all, you drain the water. It comes with a lot of water, and I'm convinced that contributes a lot to the weight of the tofu, because the tofu I have now, I'm pretty sure it is not 450 grams, but that's fine. Just work with it. As I said, I'm using someone else's recipe, so it's going to be crispy tofu with an orange sauce. So I have majority of the ingredients used, but I'm doing a few things a bit differently. Like, I'm not going to follow the recipe to a T. I'm just adapting it because I just wanted to get the measurements of majority of the ingredients so that I get the perfect sauce, because sauce is everything. So first of all, she baked hers. I'm not going to bake mine. I'm going to crisp up my tofu in a pan in oil. And second of all, she blended her sauce ingredients, that is the brown sugar and nini. I'm just going to show that to you in a bit. I have my blender here, but I've just thought I do not want to clean her blender because I don't want to blend broth and sugar and whatnot in it. So I'm not going to blend it. I'll just mix everything in the pan, and then it will just mix in together hapo ndani. So I have all the ingredients written down here so that I do not forget anything. So to begin with, we have some flour here, which I've seasoned with salt and pepper. We're going to use this to dredge the tofu in as we cook it in the oil. And then here I have beef broth, which is a substitute for vegetable broth, which she uses in her recipe. And then this is juice of 1 orange, half a teaspoon of orange zest, garlic, ginger, sesame seeds to garnish once we cook it. And then this is brown sugar, and I'm using Kashmiri chili, which is not at all, it's not really hot. I just like it for the mild flavor and also for the red color it gives everything. And then this is the blender I was going to use, but I'm not going to use it anymore. And then this is soy sauce, which I'm going to use in the sauce, and rice vinegar. So we're going to start by cutting up this tofu into small pieces because we're frying it in some oil, and then after that we make the sauce and we coat the sauce, the tofu in the sauce. I had almost forgotten the crucial step, that is marinating the tofu, because I've just realized that it does not have enough flavor on its own. It's pretty bland, so you need to add in some flavor. So I've added in some paprika and soy sauce to marinate it. I don't think there's need for much salt because I've added in dark soy sauce, and I don't want to for the salt in the soy sauce and the salt in the flour to be overbearing. So that is quite enough. It has sat for a bit, so now I'm going to dredge it in some flour and basically fry it off in the pan. Can I make a confession? I was not expecting much from this tofu. Like, I was not expecting it to taste nice, because in my mind, tofu tastes squishy, and I do not like anything that tastes squishy. I've tasted one of these, just the crispy stuff without the sauce. What? It is so good. I am shook. Like, I am shook. I am constantly surprised by how good vegan and vegetarian food tastes. Like, the way we have some of us have the mentality that food has to have meat in it or animal products in it in order to taste nice. This is so good, and it doesn't even have the sauce on it. Like, the crispiness takes it to another level. I'm so happy with it. So now I'm going to make the sauce. I'm going to use the same saucepan to make the sauce, and then we coat the tofu in it, and then I'm gonna make a rice bowl. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna make a rice bowl to go with the tofu and some avocado and broccoli. even begin to tell you how surprised I am by how amazing this tastes. Like, that recipe has so many rave reviews because everyone in the comments says it tastes amazing. And I am one of those people. I'm even going to go and comment there and say it tastes incredible. Um, I just want to do a taste test too, though I've already done a taste test, by the way, of a couple of them. And they taste so good. It's nice, it's sweet and tangy and salty and all the beautiful flavors that I love. And I'm sure you will love it if you try it because it tastes so good. It's not squishy. You know, my fear was that tofu will taste squishy. It's not squishy at all. Here we are. In fact, I should set you down. It's so good. It's really good. No kidding. This recipe will actually turn me. It has actually turned me into a tofu lover. Like, I want to eat every one of these pieces before everyone tries it, because I don't think anyone in my family has actually tried tofu. So I'm excited for them to try and see what it tastes like. I'm not going to tell them what it is because if I do, they won't try. And but also it's a bit evil because if I don't, you see, it looks like meat. It's so funny because I usually cook my pork like teriyaki pork. A lot of the time I cook pork like this, so when they come to serve, I'm pretty sure they're going to think it's pork, like pieces of pork in teriyaki sauce. It's going to be so funny. I intend to make this series every month to try something I've never tried before. So the first thing was tofu. If you have any suggestions of any other ingredients that you may never have seen me use, you can shoot them down in the comments below. I will schedule them for later for the next time I make this video. But thank you so very much for watching, and have an amazing rest of the week whenever you're watching this.